with a 10,000 square foot building. Okay, but it's sat empty for 10 years, and Midwest weather has done its toll to the building. Brian needs money to revitalize his building and the property and move forward so veterans can get the short-term housing they need, whether it's a day or up to a year. The Veterans Ranch is going to provide the equine therapy services on Brian's properties. Brian and Project Die Hard are going to provide the short-term housing on our properties. Brian says teamwork makes the dream work, and I don't know a better phrase that you could possibly say when it comes to helping our veterans. So again, let's cover what's going across the bottom. Tomorrow, 222 to save 22. Veteran suicide going the wrong direction. The numbers going north, they need to be going south. One is too many. So we need to cover this. You'll see the Facebook link going across for the podcast tomorrow. Okay? If you're a veteran organization, you want to be a part of that podcast, reach out to Zach through his info link there. You want to have your business be a sponsor on there, reach out to Zach's info link. Again, there aren't hardly any places on the planet that you can spend $150 and have your business mentioned 7 times and for 1 solid hour on the screen behind somebody on the podcast. Okay? So again, Zach is putting on a 22-hour-long podcast. Myself, Brian from Project Die Hard, other people are going to be on there as well. The other veteran organizations that are a part of this are going to be on there. Again, Ryan Weaver, thank you so much, brother, for your support. We mean it right here from the bottom of our heart. He's going to be on at 7:30 Eastern Time, sharing his story and sharing some of his music. If you haven't heard his music before, go to ryanweaver.net and check it out. If you don't have a little patriotic lump in your throat after listening to his music, you may need to check your heartbeat. You may need to move to another country. Because I'm telling you, the brother lays it down when it comes to, patriotic pride that he puts into his music. He's a Black Hawk pilot, former Black Hawk pilot, United States Army veteran, and just an amazing self-made man individual through the mighty grace of God. Because none of us get to do any of this without the grace of God. So, I know I'm talking fast, but I'm trying to get as much covered in a very short period of time, folks. Tomorrow, 222 to save 22. Help us raise $22 million. We live in a land of 330 million people. Okay? About 150 million of those are of working age. If only 22 million gave $1, we hit the goal. If you gave 2, we blow the goal out of the water, and the money, we're putting your money where our mouth is, and it's really going to go to boots on the ground's efforts to grow and expand these nonprofits and get done what needs to get done. Lives are going to be saved. Okay? Families will be saved. On our end, it's going to be through God's majestic animal, the horse. Because a horse can feel a gnat land on its back. What do you think it feels just from me to the camera? Short answer is everything. For all my horse-loving people out there, you'll know what I'm saying to be 110% true. Brian's going to provide the short-term housing. Zach's going to provide food and clothing and all kinds of stuff for our homeless veterans. Because right now, between California, Texas, and Florida are the top 3 states for homeless veterans. There's another pandemic. Between, it's not COVID, it's not any of this crap. And I'm not diving into politics, but I'm just going to say it the way it is. That's not a pandemic. I'm sorry if you lost somebody in your family out there right now to this virus or whatever their comorbidities were or any of that stuff. That's not the point. The point is the veterans raised their right hand and said, I'll go, send me. I will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and they're living under a bridge? Hell no. Should not happen. Our government should have never allowed it to happen, but they have. So the fact that they have means private industry and nonprofits have to pick up the ball and continually run with it. Run with it. Folks, this is our deployment that never ends. Okay? We will run with this mantle till the day they put us in the ground, and I'm only 49, so I got a long ways to go. We need to continue this mission. When I say we, I mean all 6 organizations. Okay? One day you're going to see us on national TV and go, hey, I remember when I gave to those guys on 222 to save 22. Can't believe the amazing things they're doing today. We need to make this happen, folks. We're coming up on just a little over 15 minutes. I thank you all so much for this. Please like, share, comment. Okay? That's what keeps the algorithm going on this. Tomorrow, starting at 2 a.m. Mountain Time, Zach Clayton. Join Zach, myself, Ryan Weaver, anybody and everybody who's going to be a guest on that podcast tomorrow. Okay? Facebook.com/pact nonprofit. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you want to sponsor your business, reach out to Zach's info link, info.co/ZClayton. For $150, you are going to get your business mentioned for a solid hour behind him on the screen and 7 additional mentions throughout the podcast. That is the no-brainer of no-brainers, ladies and gentlemen. Nowhere on social media can you get your business sponsored with this much attention for a measly $150. Seriously. Okay? I haven't been able to find it. I've been doing this for 5 years and have owned other businesses. I've been self-employed for 22 plus years. Nowhere can you spend $150 and get this kind of attention on your business. Because it's not about me. It's not about Brian. It's not about Zach. It's not about anybody else. It is about our veteran brothers and sisters, the ones that gave us the ability to sit here and flap my gums on a Monday afternoon and talk about this dire issue of veteran suicide. Okay, they won battles overseas. They're losing battles at home. And it's not just people that deployed. Okay, Brian's property is called Forward Operating Base Rush. It was named after Courtney Rush. She never deployed. And I'll let Brian share her story tomorrow. She never deployed, but through her job, the demon still got a hold of her, and she lost the ultimate battle at home. Brian and I were talking yesterday on Sunday. He just got a report that 2 more local veterans lost the battle at home and took their own lives. When is enough going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen? When are we going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired and freaking do something about this? Well, the Veterans Ranch, Project iHeart, Community Pay It Forward, Onward and Upward, VWAS, and a lot of others are coming together, and we're saying we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we're going to do something about it and do our damnedest to save veteran lives. Will you join us? Will you give a buck about veterans? Folks, we spend money. I'm a Busch Light guy. Okay? Beer just went up. A case is now $15. I could afford $22 a month. I could afford to give a buck. For all you cigar smokers out there, okay, I can't afford to smoke cigars anymore. The prices have gone up too much. But I know some that are $25 and $30 a stick. One less cigar. Give $22. Give a buck. Give whatever to this veteran nonprofit coalition. One less fast food visit a month. I went to McDonald's for the first time in ages the other day. Got a double quarter cheese, large fry, large Coke, no ice and added bacon on the double quarter cheese. It was $10.96. Could I afford to give a buck to a veteran organization? You're damn right I could. One less fast food visit. If you and your family go, they may not even, JR, I don't eat fast food anymore. Stop taking me so literal. Because I guarantee you, you buy ice cream at the grocery store. You buy frozen pizzas that are now $9.99 a piece that used to be $5 and $6.99 because inflation's a mother. And you got 4 of them in your grocery cart. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, folks. I'm just telling you, if you want to quit hearing about this problem, I can't tell you how many meetings I have every single week that I make people cry over this issue because they didn't know it was this bad. Well, folks, we're out here today letting you know it's that bad and probably worse. Because the ones that don't get reported are the ones we don't know about. We know 35 a day are occurring. Put a reality check on it. Somebody may have checked out in just the easy 20 and a half minutes I've been doing this live. Think about that, folks. Somebody maybe drank a fifth of Jack and took a handful of pills. Somebody may have drank a fifth of Jack and ate their 45. It's horrible to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to graphically be talked about so everybody out there understands the importance of this issue. Over 12,000 veterans a year we're losing to suicide. Veterans are 1% of the population, yet they make up over 20% of the suicide numbers. When is enough going to be enough? I'm going to say it right now. Stop giving to the big dogs on the porch. They're fine. 22 million people right now quit giving to those organizations and gave this coalition $1 each. They'll be just fine. We need the help. We need the help to keep putting boots on the ground, to grow and expand our nonprofits, to build our stuff up. You're going to be able to come to the Veterans Ranch and see veterans working with veterans, because the only people we're going to hire are veterans in their immediate household family. So if you've got a DD-214 in your house, you can work for the Veterans Ranch. Otherwise, you can volunteer. And we're going to need those too. Brian's going to hire veterans in their immediate household family. Okay? You're going to see, I'm just going to say it, real shit going on, folks. You're not going to see a glass ivory tower building with $450 million a year going into it and managers managing the money. Again, I know those other organizations do the best they can to help veterans, and there are veterans that they help. But there's 12 million of them, folks. Stop giving to celebrities on TV just because they're celebrities on TV. I had somebody tell me yesterday, you're not big enough for a donation yet. Politely told them to F off. Because every organization started as a small organization and now became a big organization. Stop waiting till you think the organization's big enough to give a damn. Stop giving to them just because they're paying celebrities hundreds of thousands of dollars to do TV commercials. Because what you don't know is the majority of that $11 or $19 a month you're giving is going to buy more TV commercials. You don't believe me? Look it up. Their 990s are out there just like mine. And again, I'm not bashing those organizations. I am pleading and begging for help for our organizations. The Veterans Ranch, Project Die Hard, VWAS, Onward and Upward, Community Pay It Forward. So many great organizations out there that you've never heard of before. But you need to hear about them. Again, thank you for everybody on here. Please like, share, comment. Let's get the algorithm going. I'm just going to go a couple more minutes here, folks, because I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm repeating myself for everybody who's just coming in. Tomorrow, starting at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Mountain Time, you'll see the Facebook link scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Zach Clayton is committed 22 hours of his life to help bring more than just awareness. We're aware there's an issue. It's time to do something about it to veteran suicide. That doesn't make Zach any better than me, any better than Brian or anybody else, but we're willing to put our money and our time where our mouth is, and we're asking y'all to do the same. Will you please help us hit this goal? Again, 22 million people give $1. I guarantee you the majority of the people watching this today have a coin jar because they don't like carrying change in their pocket. I don't. You don't like carrying change, so you put it in a jar. I guarantee you got $1 in there that you could give